But one thing that I do that I'll share with you guys real quick, and I don't know that I've ever really shared this. So y'all know that I print off a list every day. So I print it off each day, right? And while I'm out here and I'm having, you know, Cam out here, you know, new guys out here, and we're doing a lot of the lawns, right? Not just like, this is just an example, and this is really what happened yesterday. So yesterday, and I keep a record of this stuff, and y'all see, I don't really want to show the customers' names or nothing, but y'all see all the writing where I wrote on here, you know, as we're doing the properties yesterday. And what I do is I'm always trying to see and compare, you know, especially when I got guys out here, you know, the timing from the last trip to this trip, right? And so the first three over here on the list from yesterday, the first three we got done at 9:55, and 2 weeks ago it was 10:20 when we got done. So right there in itself is, you know, 25 minutes, because I get 9:55, and I always put the time that we leave there, because I get started at the same time every day, so I don't really have to document that. Now, so I wait till I will do, like, wherever I park the truck, we'll do the properties, and when we get back in from those 3 yards, before I crank the truck back up again, what I'll do is I write down the time that and so it's a known thing of, okay, last time I left at 10:20, and this time we got done at 9:55. And the time before that, I don't have it on here, but the time before that, it was probably later than that. Later than 10:20, it's probably 10:35 or 10:40. And that shows the progress. And so then we go to the next job. After I do those 3, you know, me and Cam will go to the next job, and I say, okay, and this is with ride time and everything. We got done with the first 3 at 9:55. The second time I cranked the truck up, that's how I, you know, cranked the truck up, it was we got done at 9:55. We drove to the 4th one, and we got to the 4th one. I don't jot down what time it was then. I just jot down what time we leave. And I jotted down 10:30. We left the 4th one. So I can look back at, you know, previous rotations, and I can say, okay, we got done at 11:15 the last time, and this time we're done at 10:30. And then by the time you go through the whole day doing that, it gives you an extremely accurate timeline, if you will, and then you can see if you can do better. And of course, we can always do better. Always. To me, being out here, it's a constant struggle to be better than I was the last rotation. And so now on the next trip, and the way I incorporate all this and make us more money, on the next trip, I'll add another property on here. And of course, it's got to be friendly in the, you know, in the demographics as far as the routing goes. You know, it's got to be, you know, friendly for that. And I got a couple I can add on here. And then by the time we do that with that added one on there, we're making more money. And then if we can really get it streamlined down to where I know I can be, we'll add 2 on here. Now we're getting another $150, $170 on the day. in the same time period. That's the critical part, the same time period. So then, in theory, if you have labor out here and you're paying the labor by the hour, I don't do that, but you are. If you're paying the labor by the hour and you can incorporate more work, then in the same hour, then you're making more money. So every summer, every day, especially on the routes that are 10 or 15 lawns, I do this. And a lot of guys may not know that, because, well, I guess to a lot of people I come off as just a hick or something. I don't know. Like I don't do any thinking or plotting. And you couldn't be further from the truth. I do a whole lot of thinking, sometimes too much thinking. And yeah, I've been there, done that too. Too much thinking. And in trying to be more efficient. And then whenever you get another guy out here, you have to go back to the drawing board and you have to do it again. And you have to pretty soon you damn near remember, okay, well, when I had that guy out here, we did this route, and by the time we got to the fourth property, it would be 12 o'clock or whatever. And it helps me remember everything too. I don't know. I don't know if that's relevant to what other guys do or if it's boring or not. Being in business for yourself ain't always thrilling. But this is another thing that I do to keep up with my efficiency and how I make myself better.